Right now, you think you are watching this video because you decided to. You saw the thumbnail. You read the title. Your brain weighed its options, and you clicked. It felt like a conscious choice. But it wasn't. In fact, the decision to watch this exact second of this exact video was made long before your finger ever touched the screen. It was decided by a silent, invisible architect that knows what you're going to do next, seconds before your conscious mind even conceives the thought. You didn't choose this video. This video chose you. And by the time this sentence ends, you are going to realize that almost nothing you do, from the career you picked, to the person you love, to the thoughts running through your head right now, is actually yours. Welcome to the matrix of your own mind. Let's go back to 1983, to a quiet laboratory at the University of California, San Francisco. A neuroscientist named Benjamin Libet is about to accidentally shatter the concept of human freedom. Libet placed electrodes on the scalps of human volunteers and connected them to a timer. He gave them a deceptively simple task: sit still, and whenever you feel the sudden urge, flex your wrist. No planning, no hesitation. Just act whenever you choose to. He asked them to look at a fast-moving clock and note the exact millisecond they made the conscious decision to move. Libet was expecting to see a beautiful sequence. First, the conscious mind decides to move. Second, the brain lights up to send the signal. Third, the muscles contract. It's the logical order of free will. We desire, the brain commands, the body obeys. But that is not what happened. When Libet analyzed the data, he found something that sent a chill through the scientific community. The brain's motor cortex began lighting up with what he called a readiness potential a full half second before the patient reported having the conscious awareness of wanting to move. Read that sequence again carefully. Your brain prepares the action. It makes the decision. And then, a few hundred milliseconds later, it hands that decision to your consciousness, whispering, "Hey, look at this great idea we just came up with." You aren't the captain of the ship. You are just the passenger in the crow's nest, looking at the ocean, believing you're steering the vessel just because you can see where it's going. But back in 1983, scientists tried to downplay it. They said a half second isn't that long. They said a wrist flick is a primitive, mindless action. Surely, for the big choices, the complex, deeply personal decisions, we are in control. But then, the technology evolved. And this is where everything changed. Fast forward to modern neuroimaging labs. Scientists repeated Libet's experiment, but this time, they traded the basic electrodes for high-resolution fMRI brain scanners and advanced machine learning algorithms. They didn't just ask people to move a wrist, they asked them to make cognitive choices. The results were terrifying. Using real-time brain scans, researchers were able to predict which button a subject would press, left or right, with staggering accuracy. But they didn't just predict it a half second in advance. They predicted it up to 10 full seconds before the person knew it themselves. Think about how long 10 seconds is. Count it out in your head. For 10 whole seconds, a computer monitor in a dark room knew exactly what a human being was going to do, while that human sat there, completely oblivious, feeling completely free. But that wasn't the worst part. As neuroscience peered deeper into the skull, they discovered that if you stimulate certain clusters of neurons with a tiny electrical current, you can force a patient to perform an action, like laughing, or reaching for a glass of water. When you ask the patient why they did it, they don't say, "I did it because you shocked my brain." Instead, their mind instantly manufactures a lie to protect their ego. They say, "Oh, I laughed because your tie looks funny." Or, "I reached for the water because I felt thirsty." The human brain is a masterful storyteller. It is an Olympic-level rationalization machine. It will take a command from an external source, execute it, and then convince you that it was your idea all along. And this is the part almost nobody talks about. If your brain can be tricked into taking ownership of an electrical shock, what else is it taking ownership of? Let's pull back the curtain. This isn't really about a laboratory experiment from decades ago. This is about us. This is about the life you are living right now. Every single day, you are bombarded by a hyper-advanced, multi-billion-dollar apparatus designed specifically to exploit this blind spot in your biology. The algorithm that brought you to this video does not wait for you to choose. It feeds data into a predictive model that understands your dopamine pathways, your insecurities, your attention span, and your deep-seated psychological triggers better than your own mother does. It knows what will make you click 10 seconds, 10 minutes, 10 days before you even open the app. It curates your reality, feeds you a specific thought, and then sits back while your brain does what it always does, rationalizes it. I chose to watch this documentary because I'm an intellectual. I chose to buy this product because I need it. I chose to hold this political opinion because it's right. Are they your opinions? Or are you just the biological output of an equation you didn't write? If we trace the dominoes backward, the illusion of choice falls apart completely. You didn't choose the DNA that built your brain. You didn't choose the environment that shaped your childhood. You didn't choose the chemical levels currently dictating your mood, or the memories that pop into your head when you try to make a decision. Every single choice you make is just the inevitable mathematical result of the past colliding with your biology. You are a biological algorithm running on a track laid down by the universe long before you were born. It is an existential claustrophobia. The realization that you are trapped inside a machine, and the doors are locked from the outside. So, where does that leave us? If free will is an illusion, if choice is a ghost, does anything we do actually matter? Perhaps the horror isn't that we lack control. Perhaps the real beauty lies in letting go of the steering wheel. When you realize that you aren't the author of the book, but simply the reader, the pressure vanishes. The anxiety of making the wrong choice dissolves. You stop fighting the current, and you simply watch the story unfold. You are the universe experiencing itself, watching a beautifully complex movie play out in real time through a pair of human eyes. In a few seconds, this video will end. The algorithm will immediately present you with another choice. You will see another thumbnail. You will feel a sudden, familiar pull in your chest. You will move your finger, press the screen, and believe with every fiber of your being that you made a conscious decision. But as you sit there in the quiet glow of the screen, a small, unsettling thought will linger in the back of your mind. You will remember this moment. You will look at your hand. And you will wonder, who clicked that button? You? Or the ghost in the machine?